The younger Floyd Mayweather, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. I couldn't ask to be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. What's important to me right now is my real estate, my family.
Terence Crawford took a sharp jab at Floyd Mayweather after news broke of the Feds seizing $250 million from Mayweather's mansion. He uses what he's got to shield himself, Crawford said, implying that Floyd hides behind his money and fame. The comment struck deep, pointing at Mayweather's flashy lifestyle as a fragile front.
And looks like he's filed a petition with the United States tax court saying that much of his money is tied up and cannot be easily converted into the cash that he needs to pay those taxes. And so for that reason, he's asking for a short-term installment agreement, and that's going to allow him more time to get the cash. Right, and according to the Law 360 report, here's a direct quote. Although the taxpayer has substantial assets, those assets are restricted and primarily illiquid. So the taxpayer has a significant liquidity event scheduled in about 60 days from which he intends.
Floyd Mayweather stated he no longer wastes time responding to haters online. Young Floyd used to do that, he said. The undefeated champ explained he's focused on business and personal growth, leaving behind the habit of constantly defending himself on social media.
I found myself in a past
fragile front.
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his way.
Floyd Mayweather has been facing significant tax challenges with the IRS. He owed over $22 million in unpaid taxes from 2015, prompting the IRS to file a federal tax lien against him. Mayweather petitioned the U.S. tax court for a temporary reprieve, citing that his assets were restricted and primarily illiquid, and requested to pay the debt after some time. The IRS, however, denied his installment request, asserting that he had sufficient assets to cover the tax bill. Empire.
I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you did. You donated millions of money and buildings to victims of the LA wildfire. And I saw that. That was a cool thing you did.
I feel like if you're in a position to give back, why not? We have a great team.
You're in a position to give back.
Yes. I have a strong team and a great team. And God has truly, truly blessed me to put me in a position, not just to be able to make a lot of money, but also give back. If not just my time, but also financially.
Did you ever get an itch to get back in the ring at all?
No, not at all.
No. Not even a little. Not even there. You don't see anything. I
sit on my couch. I can sit on my couch every week and a wire come every week, millions every week. That's why I'm Floyd Money Mayweather every week.
I know, but you're so good at it.
Great at it.
Mayweather claimed ownership of more than 100 properties, including a significant real estate deal in Manhattan. He announced the acquisition of 62 buildings in New York City, stating that he owns them outright without any partners. However, reports suggest that his actual stake in these properties may be limited, casting doubt on the extent of his real estate.
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him.
Old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore.
I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you.
Mayweather is known for showcasing his luxurious mansions and an impressive collection of high-end cars, reinforcing his image of wealth and opulence. His social media often features glimpses into his lavish lifestyle, including his expansive garage filled with luxury vehicles.
Oh, here, I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Terence Crawford has openly criticized Mayweather, not only questioning his wealth, but also his boxing skills. When asked who would win in a match between them, Crawford confidently stated that he would emerge victorious.
So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking. Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm going to always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
In response to Crawford's remarks, Mayweather maintained a composed demeanor, expressing goodwill towards Crawford's boxing career and choosing not to engage with the negativity. Crawford has also alleged that Mayweather used intravenous injections before his fight with Manny Pacquiao, a practice that is considered illegal in boxing.
You guys can use IVs to rehydrate?
We can't use IVs either.
No? When did they change that?
They changed anything. I think that was legal because when Floyd fought Pacquiao, that was a thing. That he was using IVs or something. But yeah, you can't use that stuff.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Comparisons between Mayweather's legacy and Crawford's have emerged, with some suggesting that Crawford is achieving feats that Mayweather did not accomplish during his career.
Floyd versus Triple G. Listen, man, Floyd didn't fight him, and Floyd is an all-time great. But what a missed opportunity. You got Crawford going from 135 and talking about fighting Canelo at 168. It's kind of the same thing, except for Floyd fought a few times at 154. I'm not faulting Floyd for not fighting Triple G. I totally get it. I'm just saying that upper echelon, the reason why I will always have Sugar Ray Leonard over Floyd is the crazy, the insane part of it. What Terence Crawford is talking about doing, he ain't saying, let me meet Canelo at a catchweight. Canelo's undisputed there. Let me go get him.
Triple H has criticized Mayweather, noting that he is aging and involved in various dramas, implying that he is no longer the boxer he once was. Floyd Mayweather claims to have earned billions in his boxing career, yet accusations from opponents like Logan Paul suggest otherwise. Paul alleges that Mayweather still owes him millions from their 2021 fight, citing unpaid portions of his guaranteed purse and pay-per-view shares. Mayweather dismisses these claims, attributing delays to the nature of pay-per-view payouts. Additionally, employees at his Mayweather boxing and fitness gym have protested over unpaid wages, further questioning his financial practices. These issues cast doubt on his proclaimed wealth and raise concerns about his commitment to fulfilling financial obligations.
Floyd Mayweather has made over $1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money, where it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same, where he hasn't been paid one penny. That was because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. And Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife, and was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month, which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Floyd Mayweather has long been regarded as one of the most talented boxers of his generation. But his reputation outside the ring often attracts more criticism than praise. A key reason for this is his arrogant persona, which many fans and boxing legends have openly condemned. Roy Jones Jr., a boxing great himself, has not hesitated to voice his disapproval, stating bluntly that Mayweather is not the greatest of all time. To Jones, greatness in boxing comes from humility, respect, and the ability to uplift the sport, not just from flaunting an undefeated record or flashing wealth.
Respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80-0. You go up top there? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it?
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd. Don't get it wrong. I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro. You fight a guy that's 0-0. Conor McGregor was 0-0. And they let you do that?
Another heavyweight voice adding to the criticism is Deontay Wilder. Wilder, who aspires to reach Mayweather's financial level, revealed that he believes Floyd isn't supportive of others who chase similar success. He accused Mayweather of being a jealous hater, someone who can't handle seeing other fighters rise in fame and fortune. When confronted about the constant scrutiny of his finances and persona, Mayweather often reacts by putting his wealth on full display. In a now viral video, he questions why people are so interested in what he has or doesn't have, before showing off luxury watches and bundles of cash as proof that he's still financially powerful. Instead of addressing concerns with transparency or humility, he leans into his persona of excess.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, if I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do for you motherfucking haters today? I'm going to go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
In multiple interviews, Mayweather has suggested that the criticism he receives is rooted in jealousy. He believes people simply can't handle seeing a successful black man living life on his own terms. While there may be truth to systemic envy and societal double standards, using this argument as a blanket excuse seems like a deflection.
Some of the biggest artists, and you wouldn't even know, because my name don't have to be on everything.
I have to be the marquee.
Yeah, because sometimes if you put your name on certain things, you got people that's gonna be jealous. So sometimes I was like, I don't got to have my name on it to collect the check.
So in the beginning, you know, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things. Then you start saying, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe.
Mayweather once revealed that he had $123 million sitting in just one of his many bank accounts. A statement intended to showcase his wealth management skills. While it might impress on the surface, this revelation contrasts sharply with reports of his unpaid taxes.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million, 300 million.
Dollars?
Yeah, in different accounts.
According to Joe Rogan and others, Mayweather owes the IRS around $20 million, a staggering amount that questions his actual financial responsibility. The contradiction between flaunting riches and failing to meet legal obligations paints a picture of someone more focused on appearances than accountability.
I owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, marked by expensive cars, luxury homes, and million-dollar shopping sprees, has not come without consequences. Reports suggest that despite spending a lot, he has not always paid the taxes associated with such purchases. His disregard for tax obligations has led to serious legal challenges, mounting debts, and the ongoing risk of federal scrutiny. In a bid to stay ahead of financial trends, Mayweather publicly embraced cryptocurrency, calling it the new wave. He promoted several crypto projects and positioned himself as a modern, savvy investor.
Cryptocurrency, I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing. And I started, of course I started with boxing, but then of course now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is the new wave, you know what? Be the best.
However, his foray into crypto wasn't without controversy. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged him with failing to disclose payments received for promoting initial coin offerings. This lack of transparency is not only a violation of federal regulations, but also a betrayal of public trust. It suggests Mayweather was more interested in profiting off his fans' curiosity than genuinely educating them on investments.
People executing these scams are like anon people hiding behind a Pepe avatar. And of course, there's a laundry list of famous influencers, Logan Paul, Kim Kardashian's, David Dobrik, that have all endorsed these absolute shitcoin scam casino rugs that leaves their investors high and dry because they paid them a bunch of money up front and maybe they didn't know any better because it's such a nascent space. But I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist. Now, everybody knows Floyd's an opportunist. He's an entrepreneur. He likes to make money. He always has money, talks about money. That's his shtick. That's his persona. That's fine. You can make money. You can be a hustler. You can get paid a bunch to box, do whatever you want.
Mayweather's promotion of NFTs and other digital assets has been viewed by some as another means to profit from fans' trust, often perceived as an extension of his flashy brand rather than thoughtful investments.
It's a pre-sale for Bulls on the Block owners, and it says to celebrate the partnership between Duarte and Floyd, we are having a first pre-sale for the community Roy has created. So obviously that means he created Bulls on the Block. I checked and sure enough, that's true. So that's super cool. Maybe his partnership with Floyd here will help boost Bulls on the Block even more. I know I talked about Bulls on the Block, a month ago maybe. I'm not really sure how Bulls on the Block is doing nowadays. I haven't really checked on it in a while, but maybe this will boost their sales a little or give them a little bit more hype. Then on August 8th, there was a pre-sale for Discord members, which stinks. So there's already been 2 pre-sales, but I'm not sure how many of these guys were actually sold. But yeah, there's a Discord with this, so definitely be sure to go hop in that Discord because maybe Floyd Mayweather will hop in. So whether or not you actually own one, it's still cool. Maybe you'll get to see some interesting stuff in there. Like the Tom Brady one the other day.
Floyd Mayweather has famously said he cares more about money than legacy. And that philosophy has defined much of his career. While it has certainly made him rich, it has also earned him lasting criticism. His focus on wealth has alienated fans who value humility, integrity, and respect for the sport.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank. I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that. I'm going to do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you hate on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's